Hello guys, how you guys doing? We're back again. We are still on this case we consign Natasha. Now, from Tietie don't come out now. Come call the senator. In fact, Akpabio-Led-Senators a tyrant, a group of tyrants. You know what that one mean? Google what tyrant mean. No be me go talk for here for you. He called them a group of tyrants. Me I can't add towns, admirals, bullies. I come add and join them. I go like when I hear what Tietie want talk. And after Tietie, from Tietie don't talk now. I would like when I still hear waiting that same whip sheep or sheep whip talk that time. I remember that whip sheep where talk say Natasha have 6 children and different men went ballistic on social media. That say whip sheep, sheep whip. It don't come out again, come talk. I want to take these 2 videos together. I'm coming back. Let's watch it together.
It looks as if we have a group of tyrants in the Nigerian Senate. Just imagine that. You deprive
very strong words, though.
No.
Very strong words.
What are you talking about?
When you describe the senators as tyrants, that is a very strong word to use.
It looks as if
we
have a group of tyrants in the Nigerian Senate, and we practice a democracy, right? Now, our laws say that a people will be represented at every material time in the Senate. Are you a court who deprive the people who have gone to participate in an election to determine that this woman should represent them, and you sit together as a committee to not decide her right? And your committee is not impartial, your committee is not independent, and you deprive the whole people of that constituency in Kogi State of representation. What are you talking about? And you say you are a democracy, and then you are telling me about fair hearing? Let me tell you something. There are what we call hierarchy of laws in our country. The Constitution sits at the top, followed by laws made by the National Assembly, followed by laws made by the House of Assembly. Also, we have regulations by ministers and rules made by the Chief Judge or by the Senate. Rules are not meant to be laws that are so technical, that are so rigid. They are meant to assist the application of the law to attain justice. If somebody is not present, you give the person an opportunity to come. If the person makes a mistake, whether signing a petition when he ought not to sign, there is no law against it. There are provisions for regularization. Senior advocates and lawyers make such mistakes against the rules of court every time.
Let me just follow up there, because he didn't really answer that question.
They are trying to browbeat, intimidate, and hold down a Nigerian citizen. Unfortunately, it's a woman. Just imagine that. Where did the rule say that apologize first before we will forgive you? And let me tell you, it is not really as a matter of course that anybody or any senator must master the entire rules. We have it as a saying as lawyers that God forbid that you should carry the entire laws in your head. And if a senator makes a mistake, it is a mistake, and that's why it's meant to be corrected and not should be used against her. And it happens, not all of them there understand the rules of the Senate. And every time when distinguished senator Tietie was there, he kept on lecturing them every now and then while he was in the Senate. How can they now latch on a simple mistake or a misnomer? And let me tell you, you see, you don't even need to understand the English language or speak it so correctly to be a senator or a representative, provided you are able to represent your people. So what are we turning this thing into?
All right.
She has done creditably well, and she is even more articulate, far more articulate than these persons who have put her on trial so unfairly.
Because the husband is my friend. Senator never raised any issue of sexual harassment because it never happened. The problem is this, which I promised to tell you. Senator Natasha was the chairman of Senate Committee on Local Content, which she felt she was comfortable with. But in Senate, from time to time, committee leadership are changed. Committee leadership are, reshuffled. And her committee was affected. Like every other chairman, she was shifted to Senate Committee on Diaspora, which didn't go down well with Senator Natasha. And instead of her to understand that she is here to represent his people and not primarily to be a committee chairman. Meaning that she is putting her personal interest first. She is not putting the interest of Nigerians first. She is not putting the interest of her constituency first. She is putting her personal interest first. And that is the cause of this allegation. And let me tell you, a day before she appeared on Arise claiming this severe harassment, she called a senator. And if you probe further, I will tell you the name. To tell Senate President to return her as chairman Senate Committee on Local Content. Failure to do so, she will disgrace Senate President. The senator called Senate President and said, look at the threat from this lady. The Senate President said, well, let her do what she wants to do. I'm doing my job as a presiding officer. The reshufflement of committee leadership is normal. And she's not the only affected person.
Who was the Senate President?
Senator Sani Musa of Niger State. Okay. You can call him.
Okay. So
Nigeria should know this. Senator Natasha is claiming sexual harassment because she lost chairman of local content. And not that she was harassed by Senator Akpabio or any other senator.
I would like to give credit to Frank Tietie first. In case some of you will not know who be Frank Tietie. Frank Tietie is a lawyer, you know, a Nigerian development lawyer. You know, he's also an activist, advocate for the voiceless people. You know, he's always on, most especially on Arise TV, speaking truth to power in most cases. Frank Tietie now have called them out that this injustice, like Natasha talking about, this injustice will not sustain. And if you are a true Nigerian, you should kick against this oppression suppression, because it's happening to Natasha now. It never happened to you directly. At the moment, you can say it don't concern me. Now, because some of us are saying it don't concern me, now it make the whip sheep or sheep whip come out again now, come talk. You see, because they don't see all of us finish, they know that nothing that will just be back, but we cannot bite. My people, I will continue to give you guys updates on this matter. This is the best I can say right now. 7 p.m. Nigerian time on NAIJA Media. Join us every day, 365 days in a year. We talk about this extensively. Thank you. Subscribe to our channel. Take care and bye for now.
This injustice will not be sustained. The pursuit for justice